Hello everyone, and welcome to Art of the Week with Katya, episode 6. Today you're joining me in front of the Pavilion of Cyprus of the Biennale di Architettura di Venezia. And this pavilion is entitled To the Stones, We Lent You Our Breath, and You Whispered It Back to the Earth. And it is in reference to the theme of this year's Architecture Biennale, which talks about intelligence, artificial, natural, and collective. So let's go inside and have a look. So this is a natural communal historical practice. It's called drystone building, and it's very important to the community and history of Cyprus. It is shared community labor, and in this particular pavilion of Cyprus, each room represents a phase. So here we are in the first room, the gathering phase, the envisioning phase, considering what is a building, what is a home, what is a city, what is a community. These things are so important when we're considering, of course, what we're building and the future of the structures that we are building, as is the tradition and the very long use of this particular kind of building. Now this is an anti-colonial, very old Mediterranean anti-ecocidal practice. So it is good to nature. It is valuable for nature also. It tends to redirect a lot of elements such as water, humidity, various things to what the community needs. And it is also, of course, a community practice that also helps with collective care of land and equal access to land. So this is very, very important from the community. And as we can also see from some of these videos, it's also, these walls are incredibly strong, even though they have no such adhesive as mortar to put these stones together. They are really quite incredibly strong. Now, UNESCO has recognized this particular kind of architecture, this particular building, dry stone, as intangible heritage of Cyprus under the tradition of it being built in Cyprus. And now we can see a couple of places why this might be the case, a couple of places where in rural areas that they might employ buildings such as this. For example, right over here, we can see this chicken nest, this chicken coop. So it's a place where one can keep animals, but it's also often used to build walls, for gardens, for fields, for various different reasons, and in various different areas as well. It's used in mountainous communities, semi-mountainous communities, and in coastal areas. Yeah, we see this room has the creation. And we can also see, I mean, this is an incredibly old, incredibly communal practice. So we can see from these writings on the stone about the acting of the stone in this community. It's an incredibly important thing. And it really considers the community and natural intelligences in this way. Now, considering this last part, this last phase, this last room that really considers the building all together, and we're seeing all the different parts of it. So this kind of building, it provides insulation and adjustment to humidity and temperature, even though there is no mortar in the stones. And we can also see that it's very strong, it's very stable, and it has a lot of history and quite a lot of a background in this community. It's very important in this community, so important that it's protected. These are the definitions under UNESCO as to its importance and what it means specifically to the community of various parts of Cyprus. We can see, for example, here the symbol of the circle, which I am standing in right now, of the stonework and the way that it affects the community, as well as the way the community truly works to come together to build it, which is, as I've said, it's an incredibly old practice, and it's very much it's as much a community practice as it is everything else, as it is a natural intelligence, as it is an intelligence in so many ways. It's been a way of building for so long. As we can see, the exhibition refers to an over 10,000 year history of this kind of building, and of the Mediterranean having these kinds of building histories. And while it's also being modernizable, it's something that we can bring into our present, that is happening in our present. And it's about history, identity, community, knowledge, and natural practice, which is really quite beautiful. See you next time.